Yo, what's good, guys? It's Austin here, or Luna. So another day, another TikTok Girl story time. Now, if you're unfamiliar with the TikTok Girl story time series on this channel, then one, you're probably new here, and two, hello. But yeah, to catch you up to speed, I have this ex-girlfriend who used to be very obsessed with TikTok. She filmed a TikTok of us breaking up once without me knowing. It was just a whole situation. I suggest you go watch all the other story times before this one. I'll link the series below so you can get caught up to speed. But yeah, basically, it's a situation, to say the least, okay? So this story time takes place 2 days ago, okay? I woke up. It was a very normal day for me. Got out of bed, took a shower, got on my computer, was going through my emails, going through my phone, you know what I mean? Just kind of checking through everything that I missed throughout the night. And I see that I have an email on my business email from none other than the TikTok girl herself, okay? Now you're probably wondering, Austin, how'd you know it was from her? Well, the topic of the email was her first and last name, and then it said, please open. So I open up the email. And it says, Dear Austin, please call this phone number. Now, literally every single time I've interacted with this girl, it's always gone really, really, really badly, okay? Like, there's never a positive end result when I talk to this girl. So I thought to myself for a moment, and I was like, is it really a good idea that I call this number? Should I do it? Should I do it, guys? And then I thought about it a little bit more, and I was like, you know what? What's the worst that could happen? It's just a phone number, right? Now, don't have the same mindset I did in this situation, okay? If somebody time and time again proves to be not a good source of positivity in your life, you probably shouldn't call them. But me, thinking that it would make a great video, I'm like, yeah, why not? I'll call the number. I'll see what's up. So without hesitation, I put the number down on my phone. I give it a call. It rings. Nobody answers. Like, just immediately goes to voicemail after, like, one ring. So I'm thinking like, okay, whatever, I tried. That's the end of it, right? Now, I also called that number with a blocked number so they couldn't call me back. I didn't want them having my cell phone number, so I called it on a restricted phone number. So yeah, after I call it and no one answers, I wait like 10 minutes, and I get another email from the TikTok girl herself saying, hey, I missed your call. Give it a call back. So I'm like, okay, I'll call again. Why not? So I call up the number. It rings a few times this time, and then none other than herself answers the phone. She's like, hello? I'm like, hey, what's up? It's me. And she's like, hey, Austin, like, honestly, I thought after the last time we talked that you would never call me or talk to me again. Like, that did not go as planned. And I was like, yeah, honestly, I didn't think I'd talk to you ever again either. But, you know, at the same time, like, why not, right? And she was like, yeah, I guess that's one way to look at it. And she's like, well, this isn't the happiest call, okay? Because I'm just calling to let you know that I have one final offer for you. And if you don't take this, then sadly, there's nothing more I can do about it. So yeah, final offer. How much money will it take, or what do I have to buy you to get you to delete the TikTok Girl series off your YouTube channel? And in my head, I'm just thinking like, oh my, like how many times do I have to go through this? I'm like, look, I don't want money. I don't want anything. I mean, I kind of want a PS5, but I don't want you to buy one for me because there's nothing you could do to make me delete those videos. Because first of all, I've said it a million times, there's nothing private in those videos about you. There's nothing that could lead back to you whatsoever. And they're just storytime videos. Like seriously, no one watching that is going to know who you are. And she was like, well, I know who I am, and you're making me look like a bad person. I'm like, no, I'm not. You stalking me and following me and threatening me makes you look that way. If you stop doing that, you won't look like that. And she was like, all right, Austin, like I said, final offer. If you don't want to delete it, then I'm going to take my other route. And I'm like, yeah, what's your other route? And she goes, I hired someone. And I thought to myself, like, what? So I asked her, I'm like, hired someone to do what? And she was like, well, I found this person on the deep web, and I hired him to help me out with my little problem with you. And I'm like, what? The deep web? Like, why from the deep web? And she was like, well, because it's a hacker, and that's how you have to find them, is the deep web. So final offer, Austin. Delete the videos yourself, or I get your channel hacked, and the whole thing gets deleted all at once. And that's when I'm like, yo, you are actually, like, straight up evil. And she was like, yep, I am. So I just think about it for a minute, and I'm like, well, I guess this is a risk I'm willing to take, and I hang up on her, just completely knowing that she's probably telling the truth. Like, this girl usually didn't bluff. Like, if she said she was going to do something, she probably would try to do it. Even if it failed, she would try. So I really thought, like, there was a hacker coming for me that she hired from the deep web. So immediately I jump on my computer, I change all of my passwords, I secure every account that I can, I make it as secure as possible, and I sit back in my chair, playing some video games, just waiting for the worst possible scenario, and also hoping that it just doesn't happen. I'm hoping that she's bluffing, that it's not true, and that, like, that's it. So about 2 hours go by, and I'm just sitting on my computer playing some CS with some friends, and all of a sudden I get an email on my business email from a random weird email at protonmail.com, and I already knew just from the email address that it was probably a hacker, and I open up the email, and it says, hey Austin, let's not make this difficult, add me on Discord and let's chat. And he puts his Discord name in the email, and it also says below all that he was hired by the TikTok girl, and he said her name. So that's how I knew this was legit. Like, he said her full name, so I knew that this wasn't some fan messing with me. Like, this was somebody who was legit. So without question, I added him on Discord, and I was willing to talk to him because I didn't want to not talk to him and ignore him and then have him hack my entire life to shit. So yeah, I added him, like, without thought, and he adds me back on Discord, and he sends me a message, and he says, "Hey, Austin, it's me," and he says his name, like his alias, and I was like, "Yeah, what's up? I saw your email." He's like, "Yeah, man, so I just want to talk to you for a little bit, because honestly, I'm a fan of your videos, and the person that hired me wants me to do some serious shit to you, and I don't want to do that, because I like your videos a lot, and I don't want to delete them." And I'm like, okay, this is good. Like, he's a fan of me. That means he doesn't want to do anything bad to me or my channel, so this is good. So I respond, and I'm like, "Well, man, I appreciate you being a fan, so what does she exactly want you to do to me?" And he sends me a screenshot of a notepad, like a text pad, that she sent to him of all of the things she wants done for what she paid. So all these things included a dox, which means all my personal info taken and released worldwide on the internet. She wants my channel hacked and deleted, and she wanted him to steal $500 from my bank account and send it to her. Now, after he sends me all these things, he's like, "Yo, man, like, listen, I don't want to do all this. So, like, how about we just make a deal? How about I tell her I did all this, and I really don't, and then me and you just become friends?" And I reply, and I'm like, "Yeah, man, I'd much rather be friends with you than have you hack my channel." And he's like, "All right, man, great, like, done." And I'm like, "Really, that's it? Sick." And he's like, "Yeah, man, so you want to play something?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm playing CS. You want to hop on?" He's like, "Bet." And he hops in my game, and we're talking in the lobby, and I'm like, "Yo, quick question, just so I know, like, you're not bullshit. Like, can you actually hack people?" And not even 10 seconds later, he starts listing all of my personal information, all of my old passwords that I just changed, like, all this shit. So, needless to say, he was the real deal. So I'm like, okay, good. I'm very, very, very glad that I'm friends with this dude and not enemies or, like, you know, ignored him, because that wouldn't have been good. So yeah, in the end, I became friends with this hacker dude. He gave me a bunch of tips to keep my account secure. And in the end, the TikTok girl took a big fat fucking L, to say the least, because she thought that I got hacked and all of these things. But in reality, I never got hacked. I just made a new friend who knows his stuff. And also, if you're watching this TikTok girl, you never got the $500, did you? Because you didn't hack me. Get trolled. So yeah, the TikTok girl literally tried to hire a hacker to come and get me, and it backfired, to say the least. So yeah, moral of this story is, don't go calling random phone numbers like I did. Don't interact with people that are bad for you. Keep your passwords secure. And yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this story time. I will keep you guys posted on the TikTok girl saga. Leave a like on the video if you guys did enjoy this story time. Feel free to leave your story times in the comments down below, and subscribe if you're new. I'll see you all later. Peace.
Like, what's up? They leave me out for the dead, and now they know they're fucked. All my texts are unread, that's how I know